Time to make decisions. Your choices are your own. If you sit in couches, then weakness carpets your throne. Ideas are like a vision, but only if you trust can you help feed them energy and make sure they will last. What you need now is patience. Whatever is may come, whatever may come is, words are a form of clinging. Healing starts within. The time we have is precious, and sometimes we're alone. Sometimes an appointment is showing us the zone for energy is flowing. You are what you reflect. What you reflect is what you send out. So it is what you attract. So clean yourself through sadhana. That's spiritual work. That's picking up, right, like a normal broom and sweeping the streets. That's making art. That's being active in the community. So one way of being active in the community is giving stability and support to anyone who's suffering by being whatever a good example is. Right, so a tree needs to stand and be stable, and then the tree channels energy and helps saplings to grow, right, in its shade. So if you want to grow spiritually, then you have to put in the work, and everybody's gonna reject you. Because why should they, stand around you? Like, who knows if you're Naruto, you could be more like Sasuke. You could be more like anyone else. So who knows if you're Eren Yeager? Because you could be just someone else who's got no direction. I mean, you could be Kenny, right? Or maybe like Cartman. I mean, okay, South Park is probably a bad example. Who would you follow from South Park? Because they're all a bunch of children and weird, creepy teachers. So this was like basically my life. I had nobody to follow, which is why I don't follow anyone. I mean, I have my idols. That's to a certain degree Gandhi, but I do eat meat because I acknowledge my animal body. Right? Different times, different measures. Know yourself. I cannot act like a god. I'm just one of the toughest guys that I know. And that sometimes scares me myself because I know what I could do if I would let go into, let's say, fist fighting. But I have no need for that because I fight in my mind. And so I don't have time to play, bumping knuckles with you. I'll just make a barbecue, invite people, and join together in healing, because that's a good example for children. So who's Conor McGregor? Just an idiot who had no idea what he was doing, but people were rooting for him. What a fool, what an idiot, what a complete, crap artist. I mean, whatever. He let it get to his head. Right? So he became his buddy. So in the end, remember to breathe. Do what you feel like. If you don't get me, don't worry, right? You're running out of time. So just start living. Stop listening to others. Follow your heart. My art, my content is just an inspiration, right? To show you could be doing your own thing instead of listening to me, right? I'm not a nice guy, I'll teach you manners, and if you lack manners, right, you're gonna shit your pants, because that's respect for respect. I mean, I've survived living such a life that I have documented and buried in the depth of my content, in hours of contemplation, self-therapy. That's my podcast, that's my art, that's my YouTube channel to a certain degree, and that's my books. So figure it out, or spend time with my stuff. But if you do spend time with my stuff, then do it to figure out yourself. Don't sit around trying to figure out myself, because that's a waste of time. I already did that. This is just for you to look at, okay, how does he think, how does he talk like? What's his mentality like? And what kind of things is he doing? And what of these things can I see myself doing? What motivates me? What interests me? And then you just have to do it yourself. If hiking barefoot doesn't trigger you, don't even bother, man. It has to trigger you. You have to want to do it. Nobody's gonna force you. Life doesn't give a crap if you fight or struggle. I mean, you're gonna struggle anyway. Otherwise you wouldn't listen to me or this to this point. So if you're struggling, start doing something. Start squatting. Start planking with straight arms. And that's your entrance to yoga. That's the two basic exercises, squatting and planking with straight arms. Do that every day for a month, for 2 months, and you will start doing things you never knew you could. Start cleansing, and then figure out diet. Start reducing, make experiences, right? It's like terrorizing yourself to make life a bit harder than it already is. And then learning to keep going, right? You introduce hardship by choice.